sometimes we engage in behaviours or express some thoughts and they are automatically put down, criticised by others. And we feel, not necessarily everyone, but we might have someone or a person in our lives that automatically judges, puts down, criticises. Okay? And we feel annoyed and we feel disrespected and invalidated and frustrated and potentially angry. But sometimes we can be that critical. We can have a critical voice inside our head. So say if you are, for instance, wanting to increase the light and positivity in your life, and you pick a mantra such as I am, and then whatever that is, I am pure positive energy, for instance, or I am love, or I am compassion, whatever that is, because we want to remind ourselves with the person we want to be, the behaviours we want to engage in. But then there could be a voice in our thoughts, yeah, right. Imagine you could say, I am pure positive energy. And the light in yourself, yeah, right, you'd see your thoughts. If everyone could see your thoughts. Or really, that behaviour you had last week or yesterday or this morning, I was not that pure. I was not pure positive energy. And really, you are pure positive energy. Really. Are you watching yourself? Did you see? Did you see the way you look? That doesn't look bright and positive at all to me. Because we have this idealism, this perfection. So a pure positive energy will be pure on its level and forms at all times. Yes, that is one definition. Pure meaning 100%. So we're going to beat ourselves up because we are not 100% pure positive energy, because we don't feel that, because we are evaluating that based on our behaviours, basing the way we feel, basing the way we think. So no, you're not pure pure positive energy. Not even on your sleep. And then, yes, we feel like, and even if we say, you might even feel self-conscious that others will pick and judge and criticize. What do you think you are? Trying to be superior, or people might judge and perhaps say things like, but don't you have any self-worth? Don't you have anything? So you try to connect with something to make yourself useful and valued. Yes, so all of those thoughts can be part of our minds. Like, I am kind. It's like, those words you offered yesterday didn't seem kind at all. Behash. And in fact mean. So, yes. So when we want to connecting, okay, realistically, we do not behave in ways that is 100% up to the mark, to the standards at all times. Why? Because we're not robots, we're not programmed to behave just in a certain way. The same. For instance, the sun. Yes, it's warm and does give life. But it can also scald you and burn you and cause cancer. You have to protect yourself from the radiation. In a healthy dose, you get the vitamin D and the feeling good. An unhealthy dose, when temperatures are too high and you're too exposed for too long, then it has a detriment effect on the health. So you need to find all behaviours and emotions have a purpose of communicating that something is not quite right. Check if you're safe. Check that you are okay. Check if you need to do something in order to feel physically, mentally and emotionally safe. So is an alarm. Check is an opportunity to stop and think, do I need to increase my connectedness to other people so I don't feel so isolated and so lonely? Check if I need to do something to take myself into safety. Or check, is this in line with my values and the person I want to be? And then we try to behave and think in a way that is the middle road, in a way that is more conducive to leading or going towards the person we want to be. Most of the time, okay, no one is 100%, doesn't 100% behave in a way they prefer. Okay, we want to reach those high perfectionist standards, and we all have different preferences. Some people want to have high standards on their profession. They don't care so much about the behavior and the way the behavior affects themselves, their health, and other people. They just want those high standard perfectionists in a work environment. And some people perhaps want to use those high standards on themselves. And some people want others to have high standards. But high, unrealistic standards, perfectionist standards, is often not healthy, not viable, consistently viable 100% all of the time. So the only thing we can do is do the best we can most of the time, and being flexible and adaptable. And then recognize, yes, some moments we behave in ways that we are not proud, we feel guilty, we might even feel shame and need to address that. But we can learn the lessons, reduce our vulnerabilities, and then do things differently as and when we can, and as we can, bit by bit. But also, let's also recognize, yes, there are moments that we might feel dark and negative, and also recognize our brain has a bias towards only looking, or primarily or automatically looking, for the bad and the fault and the things that are wrong, so that we can do something about it to increase our chances of survival. But if we train up, if we go with the automatic reaction of just looking for the bad, the wrongs and the faults, and we never make time or also train our brain to see the good, the progress, the positive, the silver lining, then we become biased and predominantly negative, and that creates an imbalance. And when we feel imbalanced, when we feel less than, when we feel disconnected, then we are more likely to engage in behaviors that are unhealthy, unproductive. And then we have feelings that don't feel as good. And then that momentum gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. So when we say, I am pure positive energy, and if there's resistance, we can soften that by, there is pure positive energy within me, and I'd like to connect to that. Or I choose to connect myself to the pure positive energy that is within me, that is within the universe, that is within all human beings. And we can even laugh with the thoughts, as in, you say, I'm pure positive energy, and one thought, critical thoughts, judgmental, automatically, yeah, right. And you just laugh. Okay, now I'm just laughing at the thoughts in my head. Alright, yeah, pure positive energy. Kind. Loving. Pure love. Not even on my dreams. So, what is it? That you have high standards, that we are perfectionists. I must never make a mistake. I am mistake free. But then you do. And you do not allow others to make mistakes, and you're judgmental and critical. But you cannot make a mistake, otherwise you're a failure. Okay, just ease off, back off. Remove yourself from the hook, and others too. Just, yes, we do the best. Yes, we coach ourselves. Yes, we coach and encourage others. We can take ourselves into safety. We can create healthy boundaries. We can learn to cope and tolerate. And we can learn to do better as and when we can. But always seeking to find balance. To seeing humanity that is in ourselves and others. So, I feel positive energy. No, I'm not. Well, sometimes I am, and sometimes I'm not. No one is ever connected 100% all of the time. No one is. Okay. I even have my suspicions that people such as priests are connected. I don't think they are. And what about the Dalai Lama? Is he 100% connected 100% all the time? I don't know. Never lived with him, never seen him. But from my experience of observing myself and others, or anyone, genders, different cultures, different ages, okay? We all have moments that we are connected to that light, to that kindness, to that love. And we're genuinely there, we can feel, others can feel. And there are moments that we are not. We're totally disconnected. And life is full of good and bad, light and darkness, challenges and opportunities. Just part of life. We have contrast. And then we wish for something more, better, and expansion. And then it takes time for us to catch up with that expansion. For instance, if you are having experiences that makes you feel depleted, that makes you feel stressed, that makes you feel angry and behave in certain ways, then you wish to have more harmony, more health, and more peace. Okay, you wish for that, you really truly want that, but then you have to work at learning how to react and respond in ways that are more conducive to feeling more at peace, more soothed, more healthy. It takes time to create the habits. For instance, the habits of eating healthy, of staying hydrated, of having movement to release tension and feel good, of socializing, of having quality interactions, of resolving conflict in a healthy manner, okay, of learning to manage the thoughts and the judgments and the critical thoughts in our head, of managing the pain from the past and from past experience, of letting go of the automatic reactions that we have learned that not serve us. And it takes time to catch up with that, it takes time to learn, it takes time to practice. And it's a lifetime. It is a lifetime of learning, of practicing, of adapting, of changing, because there's new challenges. What you want and need at the age of 1 is different from age 5, 10, 20, 30, and so on. Okay? So we, all human beings, have moments where we are connected and grounded, and moments where we are not. So when we are, let's ride that wave and enjoy that. And when others are, we can observe and absorb. And when we're not, let's be compassionate and take baby steps to help us, bring us back into connection, bring us back into the safe port, bring us back to the anchor that we want to have, because pure positive energy is within us. Think about the weather. The weather is not always perfect and balanced. It has extremes of weather, extremes of temperature. It can be sunny, it can be stormy, it has a little bit of everything. and so is human beings. Just use our emotions to guide us. Okay, this is important to me. What can I do? What step can I take to bring myself into more balanced, to bring myself into a place where I feel more relaxed, where I feel more trusting and positive and loving, where I can get the best out of me? What can I do to feel better, to improve this moment? And just take one moment at a time. That's it. And if the judgments in our heads come, just question, what's the purpose and functions of your comment? It might just be as to bring some awareness. Okay, now we're not there all of the time, but then with that awareness brings compassion and take what's useful from that criticism. Yes, it is true, I'm not there all of the time. I'm not 100% pure positive energy all of the time. That is true. And there are moments where I don't feel good and I'm not proud of my behavior. That is true. But I also recognize that are moments that I am pure positive energy on my thoughts and intentions and behaviors and reactions. And I feel good about those choices, and I feel proud about those choices, and I feel grateful about those feelings. And I feel thankful that those feelings are within me. And the same for others. Yes, I can recognize sometimes they are disconnected and they get the worst out of themselves and make things worse for themselves, others, and circumstances. But I also allow myself to see that there are moments where they are connected and their pure positive energy not only gets the best out of themselves, but out of me and others and the circumstance. Let's see the light that is in us and comfort and illuminate our hearts and souls in times of darkness and be there for each other. Because one moment we're down, someone else is up, and we help each other, carry each other, lift each other. So no one human being is 100% pure positive energy. Some people might be seen as being because they carry for others. But it is important to carry others, but also in a healthy manner that we also carry ourselves. Finding that middle road, that middle path. Most of the time, I am connected, or I had moments of connection. Or bit by bit, I'm increasing those moments of connections with pure positive energy. Or at least I am seeing in others and circumstances. Or at least I see the glimpse of it. And when you are feeling good, you definitely are connected to pure positive energy. And when you're feeling frisky and excited, you definitely are connected to pure positive energy. And when you're feeling grateful and appreciative of yourself and others, you definitely are connected to pure positive energy. And when you're feeling loving and your heart is singing, you are connected to pure positive energy. And when you're light in your heart and you sing things with humor and laughing with ease, you are connected to pure positive energy. When you're seeing the good in yourself and others and circumstances, you are connected to pure positive energy. So that pure positive energy is within you, and there are moments, many moments in our lives where we are connected to it. Let's just be mindful, savor it when it happens, and increase those moments from taking the steps, making the choices, following the values that we want to uphold, and live the life we want to live. At least most of the time. Because all of the time it's just a standard. Perhaps it's not the most realistic. We can aim for higher, but at the same time be satisfied satisfied with what is and wishing for more so that we can progress and evolve and grow. You are pure positive energy. And when you don't feel like it, don't worry. You'll get there. Soon you'll be there again. And again and again and again. And just repeat those words to yourself. I have worth. I have value. I am good enough. Lovable enough. Smart enough. Intelligent enough. Kind enough, loving enough. Yes, we can aim for more, and the more is better, but also making peace and celebrating our progress and achievement. Laugh at the voices in your head, question them, check with them, and acknowledge the truthfulness of it, but also bring to light the evidence in your support. Yes, okay, I'm not there all of the time, true, but I am there some of the time. And for now, that's good enough. I wish for more, but for now, some of the time is good enough. Until I know how to do better, until I can do better. And let's remind ourselves, we are connected. It's a moment in time. And different subjects, different experiences, different people. We can be fully connected in one area of our lives and take with ease, see things with ease, and another area be totally in the dark. But then bit by bit we can work on the things that are important to us, that have less resistance, but also focusing on the things where we feel the most connected, because when that grows, we feel better, and then that carries into other areas. Okay? And often we tend to just wrestle the thing that we are struggling with the most and spend all our time and energy on that specific area. And then we are left with nothing to give to ourselves and others. So let's spend some of the time doing the things that makes us feel good. Okay? That increases that light, energy and connectedness. So then we feel healthier, balanced, stronger. And then that light can shed into other areas of our lives that needs a little bit more loving, more patience, more time. And then bit by bit throughout our lives, we increase the light, the energy in our minds, body and soul. And we become closer and closer and closer to pure positive energy.